Welcome back, brothers and sisters. So I played this weekend the DC Cup and I got 14th with Snake Eye, Fire King, Horus. Let me go over the deck list and let me explain you why I played this deck. So, as you can see, it's literally a normal Snake Eye, but I bump it to 50 with Horus cards and the Zombie Vampire in the extra decks. Now let me explain you why it was so important for me to bump it up. The Horus cards provide the Zombie Vampire line, which in the mirror is basically a Prosperity for 8, that also special summons the monster, but you can still kill. I was playing Prosperity in my 40 card version, but I found myself in very difficult game states every time I was resolving Prosperity. Going second, going first was fine to give me an edge against Maxi, but going second it was hella bad. So I decided to cut Prosperity. I heard that the Asian people, like the Chinese, Japanese and Korean people, mostly Korean, were playing the Zombie Vampire deck in the Fire King deck list. And I was like, why the fuck are they playing Zombie Vampire? So it was, I think, the start of day 2 of the DC Cup. Day 1 I played standard Fire King, like literally this deck list removed the second Ponix and the Horus engine 45. And I was struggling to move forward. I felt like the deck had not an edge, and I like to try to find an edge, even though most people would say you just play standard shit and you will do well anyways. Which is what Ryan, you that won the DC Cup twice, told me, right? But that's not the way I play. So at the end of the day, even though I really respect his opinion, I still moved on with my own shit. There were me, Luca and Pac discussing, right? And during that time I was also ranking up with another 50 card version of Fire King, but instead of the Horus card I had Kashtira cards. So I was playing 50 with Kashtira cards, but the Kashtira were not bad, were actually good into Maxi, and I felt good with them. The issue is that, like, if you draw only cash, you don't do anything, right? So sometimes I had to play cash control and put myself in very difficult game state, or I had to commit the cash cards before even starting to play, which means that I was more fragile to certain entraps. And Pac says, Nesh, why are you playing like the Kashtira cards? Why would you not play Horus? But he and play 50 with Horus, and then he started laughing. I stopped for a second, and I'm like, fuck, this shit is genius. Pac say, yo, what? And then I start cutting cards in order to fix the Kashtira cards. And I was like, fuck, it's insane, because with the Horus engine, you can access Zombie Vampire, and Zombie Vampire mills my deck, and in my opponent deck, if it's a mirror, I have way more hits. So I have my opponent Double Poplar, I have my opponent Snake Ayash, I have my opponent Vulcanix in order to combo, or my opponent Ponix or Witch in order to combo. And on top of that, Sarcophagus helps me to OTK Jubel if my opponent special summon Spirit, and I have not to do a weird rotation in order to out the Spirit during the battle phase, because the effect of the Sarcophagus outs it during the battle phase. And then Pac was like, yeah, I invented that. He actually did invent it, and I was like, bro, that's genius. Like, you capping right now, you think you are joking, you are trolling, but that shit is, like, that shit is real, that shit is good. And I start playing that, and I start winning. At some point, during the late hours, like, I could not perform anymore. My brother, my brain, after 12 hours, like, literally turns off. I was a zombie playing a fight. Moving on the deck list, the 3 Nibiru that you guys see could be 3 Droll or 3 Talent, depending on which you guys like more. The Horus, it does not have to be Happy. Sometimes Happy would have been other Horus, and let me explain you why it could be other Horus. Because in the top 10, when you are top 10, you usually play against other people in top 10. If there is a stun deck, they are gonna summon the Earth statue or the Water statue against you. So I was switching around the Horus by playing a Blessing of the Horus, or I cannot pronounce his name, Protection of the Horus, instead of the Happy, if I was noticing that someone was if I was noticing that someone was on stun. So I had also the push of Sarcophagus and Imseti against Horus. Number 90. Number 90 is a cut that I did at the very last minute. It could be Dark or number 90. I preferred Dark over number 90, but it could also be Decode Talker. But I don't suggest you to be Decode Talker because in a lot of lines in which I do full combo, I end on both IP and the Decode Talker in rotation with Apollosa on the board. So my Humble Whale does something instead of reborning a useless Salaman Great Sunlight Wolf. And also Decode Talker comes up in some Apollosa lines, and that's why I like it the most. But it could be definitely Dark. You actually never summon Dark because against the Yubel deck, instead of Dark, you're always gonna go for Ita because they always have Sharvara in the graveyard. Maybe in an Entrap war in which they have only Lotus and you Ash them, it might come up. I don't think it comes up enough for me to justify the presence of the card in the extra deck, while actually like the Photo Lord comes up a lot, like in a lot of double rank 8 lines that you will find yourself into, because Garunix is level 8, the OG Garunix is also level 8, Kirin is level 8, and Flamberge is also level 8. So there are a lot of lines in which you already use Flamberge that you can use, and also the Horus are level 8 obviously. So there are a lot of lines in which you will find yourself being able to access double rank 8. There is a line with the Dark that I usually did against Yubel that was winning me a lot of games, in which you go Dark, take your opponent Rage, and keep the Rage on the board so you could summon SP during the opponent turn. And that's why I liked it the most. And that's why, like, you can still keep Dark and don't play 90, or you can cut Decode Soul and play 90. For now, I like a little bit more Decode Soul, but it doesn't have to be it. The second Ponix is just for consistency. And Nibiru was, in my opinion, broken at the end. Like, I liked it a lot, plays a lot of grind games. Droll, I didn't really like it, and Talent was mid. So I went with Nibiru. Talent was, I mean, kind of okay-ish. The issue is, if you get Maxi and you have Talent, it's very bad, to be honest. It doesn't seem amazing, especially when you go first. If you get Maxi with the Talent, it's not, and you don't have like, and you look at your opponent end, and your opponent end can play through the all interruption that you can set up. That's gonna be most likely a Skyburn. Then you have to keep playing, and it's super bad. I saw many people playing Almirai. I think Almirai is Copium. You don't need Almirai for the Snake Eye combos. All you need is just play Oak. If you really want to do it. You don't have to play Oak. I think it's I think it's very good. I played Divine Temple. Luca played Crossout instead of the Divine Temple. Everything else was literally the same decklist except for him. It was Crossout. For me it was Divine Temple. I didn't like Crossout. Or Baylor in terms of flex spot. Baylor was very weak, to be honest. Like, never stopped the tour. I was losing anyways every time I was gonna go for Baylor, while Nibiru was way more impactful and no one was respecting it. Baylor felt very unnecessary in my opinion and super low impact. And in a 50 card deck, if I have to play 50 card, I want very high impact cards. For the Divine Temple, it came up a lot for me. I like it, I like a lot how it plays through Maxi, that you can end on IP and Temple with Oak in the spell and trap zone. That gives you more coverage, especially if you get Maxi and you have any Nibiru in your hand. Like that one is broken, to be honest, because you know that you will never die. And it also helps in a lot of lines in which you have Witch access for extra fodders. Like, the extra fodders, in my opinion, are nice. And also it's a second target for popular that I can keep in my hand, especially if I have an Horus, like an Horus like an Imseti, and I need a discard fodder for later, because I don't always commit the Imseti depending on my hand. And I might commit it late because I draw something like a Colby, like an Ash Blossom, so my combo is already protected, and all I need is just a discard fodder to add in my hand later on. The rest, in my opinion, is standard enough. We don't need to discuss the rest. 1-for-1, in my opinion, is insane in this deck list. Again, I need most starters, and that's why I played it. But let's go over some gameplay, actually, because I saved some replays for you guys. Not only the ones in which I win, but also the ones in which I might have went off my opponent a little bit too hard when he dropped the maxi on me, and I hope he stays safe, because what I said might not be, might not make him safe, to be honest. So I really hope my opponent that dropped the maxi on me stays safe. Because I might have went a little bit up. Like, for example, you know, like they drop maxi, activate birth on me, and I'm like, oh, birth, the one that your mom should never have given to you. You know, something like that, you know, like, and I mean, that's, you know, that's like literally, like the standard. That's the standard for me during the DC Cup. So, let's go over some replays and let me explain. The gameplay is not flawless. I'll go over my mistakes as well. I will explain why some plays were wrong, some plays were good in my opinion. Now that I'm super fresh. Thank you. Your prime is back, let's go. Okay, so my opponent starts 1-4-1 pitch maxi. So here two are the things in this position. First of all, he pitch maxi because he has another maxi in hand, or he has Call by the Grave, Ash Blossom. Those are the two things to take in consideration. It's not always the double maxi, it's pitching maxi in situations in which you already have an out to your opponent maxi and then out to your opponent entrap. That's why you would pitch maxi in those situations. So it's not only that. So I go impermanence and he let it go, which means that he probably has Call by in this situation. So here two are the things here. He has a second maxi, one unknown. Okay, or he has Call by the Grave and Ash Blossom. He pops Ash on the board. We are still in the predicament in which he has second maxi and Call by the Grave. Or he has second maxi, one unknown, or he has Ash, Call by the Grave. It's one of the two. It can be nothing else. I mean, if you wanna, you know, if you wanna protect yourself from maxi, you do that. Could take in consider? No, because then he gives me two draws. Anyways, he goes this into Garonix, Xyz both into Zombie Vampire. Zombie Vampire mills, and like he went pop effect because he milled the Poplar, and the fact that he milled my Arvata is crazy. Fucking sucker. Goes Ita. Put back in the spell and trap zone. Now you have to understand that I know that he has original. Like, you need to understand that now I know that he has original. The amount of insults that I throw to this guy were insane. I'm sorry if something happens to you, brother. I'm really sorry. It was not me during the DC Cup, okay? It's it's a monster that wakes up during the DC Cup in which I throw swear words and blasphemies to you. So again, I'm very sorry if that happened. Anyways, so he milled my Arvata, which means that he's checking my Nib. But I know he has original. So I cannot stop this. I just have to hope that he links it away. Which he doesn't. So he goes original. Original for Ponix. Ponix effect gets Skyburn. And now we link those two into Promethean. Now, as I told you guys, there were only a couple of scenarios in which he has Call by the Grave, and Ash Blossom, or he has another Max and one unknown. Okay? So we are in the spot in which I know that he has now the Fire King spell, two unknown. If I use Nibiru here, and he has second maxi plus one unknown that's not a fire, he has to negate with by sending the princess. So that was the spot I was waiting the entire time. I went for it, obviously, because it's correct. He negates, pops Ash Blossom. The last card has to be called by the grave or second maxi. The last card is called by the grave or second maxi. There is nothing else. There is literally nothing else, because otherwise you would not send maxi to the graveyard, and also activated Imperm to stop him. It's not cross out. Okay, Princess, Reborn the Ash effect sends my Arvata, summon Flamberge, put Popular in the spell and trap zone for some fucking reason, and then instead of putting, I mean, it's whatever. Popular in the spell and trap zone is kinda crazy there, but okay, he goes IP and Humble Whale. I don't know what he cooked. He sets what should be Skyburn. Okay, so hear me out. So we are in this position, and this is the position in which my opponent sets the Skyburn, which is searched, or it's the unknown. And there is also another card in his hand. So if he was playing around Maxi, there is also the possibility... No, there cannot be second dash. That makes literally no sense. So, cannot be second dash, because why would you not pitch the Ash? That literally makes no sense. And this has to be Skyburn. And the unknown has to be... like another Maxi at that point, I would think so. That's what I would assume. Anyways, it's my turn. So I draw Pop. Here it is the thing. You have to start with... I think it's... Ponyx. It has to be Ponyx here, I think. Because I have too much value from the Arvata in the graveyard. And also because I have Skyburn. I think it's very... Or can also... Actually, no, could be Popular. Could be Popular if I have a Crash line. If I have a Crash line, could be Popular. Let me think actually how I would start this. I think I would start with Ponyx. I really think I should start with Ponyx here. Okay, I started with Ponyx, I was cooking. I had Sanctuary, activate Sanctuary. Now he goes for the IP. I chain obviously Skyburn, that's a no-brainer right there. And now Skyburn pop the Avatar, which makes sense because he already went for Snake Eye, so it doesn't matter if I pop the Popular or not. Which goes into Garonix, Garonix effect, pop. He goes Princess, pop the Humble Whale and my Garonix. So he gets, like, he doesn't get the IP anymore. So Kirin effect, Humble Whale effect in order to Reborn the Ita, but that doesn't do anything. Special summon the Garonix, special summon Arvata, pop is Skyburn. So he doesn't get the Skyburn. Pop Kirin effect, I let that go, because he cannot really pop anything, right? He cannot pop any... Fuck. He cannot pop anything, he cannot pop my Arvata, because my Arvata floats. So I enter in battle phase. In battle phase I crash my Arvata. Arvata reborns the Fire King Avatar OG. Crash my OG so I can use the second effect in order to special summon from the deck. He goes Humble Whale in order to pop my field spell. I don't really care about it because I'm gonna go Vulcanix effect. Pop the Ponyx, pop the Popular in order to add Kirin, and then pop the Vulcanix, and Popular is gonna put itself in the spell and trap zone. I pop the Ponyx this turn with the Skyburn, so I'm gonna have Ponyx back in my hand with Kirin, and I will have an Nibiru next turn. Like, I will force him to push no matter what. So Ponyx add itself back to the end. Now he goes original into Snake Eye Asha the Popular. Special summon Popular, switch in attack, it's game on board, I have to Kirin. He goes Princess, this guy is the buy. And now it's Garonix chilling 1, Kirin chilling 2. Special summon Arvata, pop the Princess obviously. Garonix effect, pop the Vulcanix, that doesn't do anything. He goes on Arvata. He summons second Promethean. Promethean summons back the Garonix. And now he goes effect Garonix for Kirin into the Vulcanix, 5th summon. Nibiru strikes. Summon the token in defense, he passes. And I have nothing, I need the top... no, I have Ponyx that comes back. So I have Ponyx that comes back, that's fine. And I have an Eta line to kill him. I think I just go for the Eta line here, because it's very straightforward, and if he does something, then I can punish him with Witch. So I go Popular into Original send Popular, Ash effect Chilling 1, Popular Chilling 2, add Oak in my hand, just for a normal, I mean, just to have Oak, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. I go Princess, and this is an easy OTK after that. I don't play Anima. Did he forget you have an Nibiru? I think so. I have an Nibiru Veiler. I go Witch. So I start with Witch pitching the Flame Birch. I don't want to pitch Nib because otherwise I give him informations, which makes literally no sense. Set OG, activate OG, gets Maxi obviously. Go for Snake Eye Ash effect. I'm gonna add Popular. I don't go for Ponyx here. I go for Popular because I can go Popular, add Field Spell, and then I can make IP. Yes, I give him one more special summons, but it's also a very strong interruption with Nibiru. So I go Wanted before, just to see if I draw something good. And obviously I draw the fucking Temple. Normal summon Popular, add the dead original, activate the field spell, put another Popular in the spell and trap zone. We go for IP Masquerade in order to put back the Flame Badge in the spell and trap zone, and now we end our turn. Impermanence on IP. I'll just let him cook. He summons the Phantom, adds with the throne he adds Lotus. Normal summon Lotus effect. I need to let him keep, like, he needs to keep going here. Like, I cannot stop him. He adds another Squirmer with the Pain. Pops Spirit of Yubel is gonna go Spirit Chilling 1 and Field Spell Chilling 2, and he's gonna summon Yuji Yubel and the Terror Incarnate. The Graver special summon itself, pops the what the fuck? Okay, so Engraver special summon itself, and then he goes into Yama later on. He adds Sharvara with Yama, fusion into another Phantom, activate Squirmer, banish Squirmer, special summon the Spirit of Yubel. Go Sharvara to pop the Spirit. Spirit floats into the OG Yubel. Chilling 1, Chilling 2 field spell. He should have done it before, but it doesn't matter. Maybe because he did not have the material. Or he had already the materials in rotation, and that's why he went for the second Phantom. Anyways, he got the stuff anyways. So Yama and Sharvara now go into the Anguish. Now here I am in the predicament in which my Nib and Veiler are basically dead. I cannot Nib or Veiler because he has double Phantom. But he summoned double Phantom too early for me to get value of any of those entraps. And I did not want to stop, I didn't want to try to stop the Lotus. Because if I try to stop the Lotus and he says, okay, my Nib is dead. And I get literally OTK'd here. So he sets Escape. He link into Access Code. Access Code effect. Activate Veiler on Access Code. He links the two away Incarnate and Access Code. So we don't enter in battle phase for some fucking reason. Activate SP on my Flame Birch. To be honest here, I was not sure about the ruling, and that's why I did that. I really was not sure about the ruling. If I special summon Flame Birch when he targets it from SP with my field spell, does it still get banished or not? I was literally not sure. I think it does not. If you summon Flame Birch, you die, right? Oh yeah, I also die, by the way. it gets banished. Anyways, I went for... Oh no, I actually die, you're right. I actually died. It was never correct to summon Flamer in the first place. He goes Elf on SP. Now I can nib, like, he's not gonna link it away because he's trying to summon SP. And yeah, he goes for IP, summon the third Phantom, attack over my pop obviously because it's correct, and pass the turn back to me. No, it's not game actually, but it's free 4K. I need to play the grind. Like, it's game in the sense that my opponent attacks with double Jubel, I get 4K, and the next turn I know I cannot play the game. So I'm not doing that. And also there is the chance in which could be game, actually, if he has enough extenders. So, original sense, pop, summon Oak. I just chain block the Oak, chailing 1, chailing 2 pop, and target another pop. Summon the Ash. Ash is gonna grab the Ponyx. Normal summon Ponyx. Ponyx effect is E Phantoms. But here is a very interesting thing, because this is his third Phantom. This is his third Phantom. And he has the Field Spell, right? That's the only way in which he can recycle a Phantom. That's the only way Jubel can recycle a Phantom. So if I get rid of the Field Spell, then my Nibiru is gonna strike like crazy the next turn. And that's why I did that. So anyways, pops the Spirit, Spirit summons Jubel, activate Field Spell for pop, he activates Elf in order to summon back the Yama, Yama effect in order to add back the Sharvara. Okay, now I need to pay attention. He's gonna go IP into Rage using the Yama. That was very smart from him. Like, literally fucking useless. That was literally fucking useless because he already went into SP. This guy is a genius, by the way. Anyways. Go Nightmare Phoenix. Nightmare Phoenix, pitch the Nibiru. That was essential. That was essential. You have to pitch the Nibiru there. You have to pitch the Nibiru. Pop the Pain in order to allow myself to have a battle phase. Draw one card. And now we play. Now my opponent does not know that I have Nibiru. Now he goes Rage with my Princess in order to summon Unicorn. That was insane. I did not expect Unicorn to come in. I go Princess, obviously, in order to summon itself. And he goes Unicorn. My opponent is literally, you know, bugging in real life right now because I get the Princess anyways now. And I have also a battle phase. That sounds broken. He goes Yama effect in order to summon back the Lotus. That's very scary. Here is the situation. Here is the situation I am in right now. The Lotus is a negation, and there is nothing I can do about this Lotus being a negation. I cannot use my Nib because I have a Princess on the board. I have to out the SP because otherwise the SP checks my Nib. And I want to use the Veiler to stop like something like a Chaos Angel, because at this point my opponent has only 4 cards in the extra deck, which are Chaos Angel, which is an issue, maybe Muckraker, which is another issue. And also remember that the Field Spell is still up, so he can summon another Phantom, which basically checks my Nibiru. But he cannot summon double Phantom, so my Nibiru Veiler is gonna strike him next turn. Okay, so... yeah. I go Princess effect, he negates with obviously the Lotus, I was expecting that. But there is also... yeah, okay. So negates with the Lotus, blah blah blah. Jubel chailing 1, Fingy chailing 2, recycle the Phantom pass. Ponyx adds itself back to the end, obviously starts with a Phantom. He links it away, he synchros it away after normal summoning Chaos Summoning Beast in order to summon Chaos Angel. There was some crazy behavior like that. He goes Sharvara effect, adds back the Spirit of Jubel, Special, no, sorry, goes field spell to special summon the Spirit of Yubel, and now my Nibiru strikes. And now he scoops. I think he was low on time or no? No, he was not low on time, I think. And I used already one, I discarded it too. So, in 50, would you play around second Nib? Oh no. Most likely. So, normal summon Snake Ayash. Snake Ayash is gonna search for Popular. Special summon the Popular. Popular effect is gonna search for Original. To be honest, here could have also been the field spell. I think I thought a little bit about it. But like, I think it was fine at the end of the day. Now we go Ash effect to summon the Flameberge or the Oak. The Oak. That was wrong. This was wrong, actually. I think I played this one wrong. How many cards in my opponent? No, it's 40. It's 40. So if he stops my original for Ponix, I have still 1 for 1. It's fine, but it's not optimal in my opinion. So we go Oak effect. Summon the Flameberge. And now I link those two away. I think I go for a Wolf line. Because I already have Kirin in hand. Flameberge effect. Summon to back. Add literally just the Oak to have a pitch fodder. And now I go those 3 into Apollousa. Now I activate 1 for 1. Pitch the Popular. Ponix effect. Add the Sanctuary. Sanctuary effect. Place itself, pop the Kirin, add Garonix, Kirin chilling 1, Garonix chilling 2, Linkuribo chilling 3, because otherwise I cannot special summon back with the Kirin. I go Flameberge effect, pop the Arbata, Arbata effect summons back the Kirin, use the 2 in order to make IP, and now IP and Linkuribo into Promethean, Promethean summons back the Flameberge as usual, Flameberge effect on Arbata, use the 2 in order to summon Umblow Whale. I think my line really sucked here. I think my line was actually horrible. I think my line was fucking disgustingly bad, actually. First of all, I should not have used... I mean, I think 1 for 1 was fine. The issue is this Kirin right here. Like, popping the Kirin was insanely bad, actually. I could have just ended on Umblow Whale and Kirin in hand, which was way better into board breakers. And this was very unnecessary, to be honest. And also removed the Kirin from my hand. I think this was disgustingly bad. I could have played this turn way better, to be honest. I plays way better into board breakers. I hope I get punished for it. I actually don't remember the game state. Flameberge effect to summon Arbata. And now we use Maxi. He goes Upstart Draw. Duality. Okay, that's not the player. That's definitely not player. Holy shit if that's not player. Add skill drain. And now I really wished I had the Kirin. I really wished I had the fucking Kirin because now he went normal summon, barrier statue, pass. Activate rivalry. Let me light a cigarette. I remember. Okay, so he goes rivalry. Okay, let me explain the thought process. Let me explain the thought. Obviously, there are many things I can send, right? In this case, it was keep the Flameberge up because I need to target this because I know that he searched the skill drain. There is a reason why I'm doing this, and let me explain you why. Because I go Flameberge, he activates skill drain, but Fire King plays very well into skill drain, but does not play into this bullshit. And also I don't wanna keep a monster on the board to enter in battle phase because if he has a way to protect himself from the battle phase, I lose the game on the spot because he doesn't need to activate skill drain. So I need to force him to activate skill drain by keeping the Flameberge on the board. And also there is another thing that I can do maybe later. If he denies me from keeping the island on the board, or if he does something to my island, I can always do Flameberge put itself in the spell and trap zone if he doesn't activate skill drain. So Flameberge in this position has double value, can out itself at any point, but it can also threat the skill drain. So I want him to activate the skill drain in this position, because I can play under rivalry skill drain. I can actually do that. Like, it's easy. It's not an issue. Kirin summons any winged beast after Garonix and starting to pop stuff. I actually like the skill drain on the board, because the skill drain is literally the only thing that's saving me right now. Anyways, Flameberge gets negated, activate island, pop the Flameberge. And now we activate the Garonix effect. we don't, I mean, Garonix is useless to be used, to be honest. Okay, so, and now I enter in battle phase. I really hope he stays safe. Brother, you especially need to stay safe right now, because Synchro Zone now is an issue. Now, those two floodgates, actually, I don't have an issue with those, but this one is the issue right now that I need to address. I need to address that issue. So, I keep going. Pass my turn because I cannot play. He draws 2 cards with Morganite, obviously. Set, and pass. I draw Ash Blossom, which is okay. I go Island. Now I can pop my Kirin that I added the previous turn. So pop the Kirin, add OG Garonix. Kirin effect, summon the OG Garonix, pop the Rivalry, because now I can play. This one I can deal at any moment, but the Rivalry is problematic right now. Activate Oak, target Ponix, Chain Link Uribo. But look what I do with this. I add Ponix in my hand. Why did I do that? Because I have again a Link Uribo the next turn after I link. End phase again. Flip the border, normal summon statue, you cannot attack because of Synchro Zone. Now I go Island again, and I pop my own Dark Charmer, because I have Amblowell in the graveyard, which clears anything. He cannot use Yugin to protect because he has skill drain face up, so my Amblowell is gonna pop one of those back rows. Now, Amblowell effect, pop the back row, and the back row was obviously a runic card. I go Ponix effect, chain Kirin on my Ponix. And now I add Skyburn. And now check this out. Skyburn effect on Kirin and on the Synchron Zone. He chains, obviously, Solemn Judgment that is skillfully draw. You really need to stay safe, my brother. Special Summon Witch, sending my Island. Because we are the Island boy, trying to make it. Anyways, Island effect is gonna pop my entire board, and now I can trigger the Kirin again, and I can summon Arbata, and I can pop the Synchro Zone. Now I can enter in battle phase and check this out. Arbata attacks over Inspector border. Arvata effect, summon back the OG Garonix and trigger the Garonix in the graveyard. Attacks over border, attacks over statue. Main phase 2, end phase. And my OG Garonix gets popped by the Arvata effect, so it always comes back. That's why I did not exceed. He draws 2 cards, activate Ponix to add itself to the end because I popped it with the kill in the previous turn. OG Garonix comes back, and yeah, it doesn't matter. Main phase 1, he starts with Flashing Fire. Flashing Fire summon the Fangs, but it's negated by skill drain, so I can pop it with the Princess. And I can pop my OG Garonix again. So I have now a Princess on the board as well. He goes Smiting Storm in order to special summon another Fangs. He passes. And I draw anything, it doesn't matter. Special summon back the OG Garonix. Main phase 1, activate Snake Eye Island, and he scoops. Snake Eye field spell and he scoops. And that was the third game. And now we have to go against this one. This one, he really needs to stay safe. I really hope this guy is making it for the next year. This guy really needs to stay safe, actually. Also, there is another thing. There were multiple games, there were a grind game against. There were multiple games in which I played out of my mind, but I could not save all of them, or I forgot to save them because I was locked in very badly. So the one I remembered to save, I saved. So that's it. Saphira effect. Saphira effect adds School Guardian. Activate Saphira Queen. send the law, special summon Skull Guardian, chilling 1, chilling 2, adds another law for some fucking reason, special summon law, activate barrier, normal summon the Herald, Herald send Herald, add the prayer. Okay, now I see why I did that. Activate, so that literally didn't make sense, because you could have sent the Herald. Maybe there is a line that I don't remember. Summon the Sauravis, link the two away into Dynamondo, activate barrier in order to add blessing. I don't fucking know what is cooking, but like this is not it. Anyways, blessing adds back the Saphira passes. This is definitely not it, by the way. Okay, draw Skyburn. Skyburn is actually nice here. It's nice. It's whatever. Okay, now he has the trap face up. Now, here are the things. Two are the things. He has Sauravis, that when he uses it goes back to the end, and then he has this that summons back the Sauravis. So he has basically double Sauravis and one Skull Guardian and one trap. So it's 2, 3, 4 interruption. Also remember that the monster that's summoned by this card cannot be destroyed by battle. And also he has the prayers, and prayers can summon another Sauravis if he has it in the deck. So he might have 3 Sauravis depending on how I play, if I play it bad or not. I start Horus pitching the Happy. IOP negates, to be honest. Which he doesn't, because he has already the out to Sarcophagus. He has the trap for my Sarcophagus whenever I place it. I draw Droll. This is the games in which I swapped the Nibiru for Droll. Never a worse mistake in my fucking life. Anyways, normal summon Popular, he let it resolve. And I use Original right after. Why? Because I can chain block the Popular with my Ponyx. I can go Ponyx, chilling 1, Popular, chilling 2, and he cannot use Skull Guardian. And this one is actually super important to resolve in my opinion. And also sticks on the board. So I go Kirin now on my Ponyx. Why do I go Kirin and I don't go Skyburn? I go Kirin and I don't go Skyburn for a very simple reason. Because Skyburn, because if I go Skyburn, like he doesn't care, right? Because I can just go Skyburn and on the trap and he doesn't care at all. He might just chain the trap. So what I do is Kirin, activate field spell, so this trap cannot be used anymore to summon, can only be used to pop. And I put Flameberge in the spell and trap zone. This Flameberge, this Flameberge is correct no matter what, because I have to level 1 and I don't need access to Snake Eye Ash because my Snake Eye Ash does nothing. So at that point it's always better to have Flameberge. If I summon the Flameberge is good, if I don't do it, it's whatever. Then he goes, and also because I'm also bluffing a witch in my hand by doing that. So he goes, I go Skyburn, because I attempt to go, no, I go Skyburn. Then he chains trap, it doesn't matter what he pops. Pops my Kirin effect. Summon back the Ponyx, and here I pop the Sauravis, which could have been actually the spell, actually. Let me think if it was correct to say. I mean, I have to try and hope that he doesn't play the second, right? Not everyone plays the second, someone plays the other or dies. So I was in this position. I was like, I can pop these, right? And then he has only one Sauravis, because it goes back to the end. Or I can pop the Sauravis and OP doesn't have a second one, so I don't have to fight against a second Sauravis. So I gambled a little bit here, but I thought about it. So he goes prayers, and I get punished by the second Sauravis. Here, this was a gamble, to be honest. This was a game. This was a gamble. So I activate Sanctuary. He negates with Skull Guardian. I'm like, okay, now I'm chilling. Activate Sarcophagus. Special summon the Imseti, which he promptly, which he negates. This guy is the worst player ever. Banish my Imseti. Special summon Happy. He activates the Continuous to special summon another Soravis. I will tell you why it was very bad. Because if you negate the summon of Imseti, I can just use Sarcophagus, pitch the Droll, and summon the second one from the graveyard, because it was never considered a summoner. So I can always summon another Imseti if I pitch the Droll from my hand. And that's why I should not have negated Imseti. So anyways, entering battle phase and out with the Sarcophagus, with the Sauravis. And now I use Sarcophagus effect, send the Droll, special summon Api and Imseti, and now I can go. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I'm gonna go crazy here. Let me tell you why I'm gonna go crazy here. Because I go this, pop the entire board, and then the second effect pop my Flamberge. And you tell me if that shit is not genius. Pop the entire board, and now effect to pop my Flamberge, and I hope he stays safe! I really hope you stay safe, my brother! You need that! Dude, what the fuck you want me to do there? I have to pop the entire board, I cannot play around the gamma. If I don't out to the board, I am in main phase 2, how the fuck do I play? Because I need to clear both the spells. I need to clear those two. If I don't clear those two, I lose the grind in the main phase 2. So I have to use the first effect to pop the entire board, and then the second effect in order to pop the flame badge that gives me back 2 bodies, so I can clear those 2 back rows. Anyways, I get Gamma. And I go Xyz effect, summon back just 1, which is just my Kirin, and I just hope to survive, right? He draws 1 card. I know that this is Saphira, and now there is only 1 unknown. Ponyx effect comes back. Main phase 1, activate Barrier, add Sauravis, activate Blessing, adds back the Prayers. Shuffle the 2 back in order to summon the Sauravis Dragon Sage. Activate the Saphira that I know, so he has only 1 unknown in the end. Send Prayers, add back the Skull Guardian from the graveyard because he had both in the graveyard. Activate the Saphira, tributing the Sage, which I don't know if that makes sense, to be honest. I think that was very weird line, to be honest. Anyway, Skull Guardian adds another Law, and now he special summons another Law, and Law puts the another Barrier. Normal summon Law, make Linkuribo, use the 2 to make SP Little Knight. SP fucking Little Knight. SP on my Kirin, link the 2 away in order to go into Dynamondo, and here I am literally doing satanic praise to draw this call by the grave. I'm turning into Satan right now. I was literally on a knife on my hand. I was cutting the edge. I was like, brother, I give you my soul, but I need that call by the grave. Anyways, he goes Dynamondo on my Sarcophagus. And he sets the unknown. He sets the unknown. He sets the unknown. Dynamondo effect. I draw obviously impermanence, which doesn't do jack shit in this situation. Special summon Skull Guardian. Special summon the Law. The Law has nothing else. If I clear these, if I clear those 3, the game is over. Okay. Now let's think about the line and let's discuss it out. So I don't have original in the graveyard. No, I do have original in the graveyard. I do have original in the graveyard, and I have only Poplar to shuffle back. So would it be original for shuffle back popular, summon popular, basically, because there is nothing else, and my popular searches literally nothing, so it's just a body. Could be actually original for Snake Ayash, and if I go original for Snake Ayash, then he negates, and then I can special summon the Ponyx from my end, which makes a lot of sense. If it's impermanence, it's fine because I can always crash. If he negates, then my Ponyx is live. My Ponyx is live, and I still have the field spell because I only activated Sanctuary. So the line here is, I don't remember this game, I'm just trying to figure out what I did. Because again, I don't remember, like it was a very mental breakdown during the... I was in a very strong breakdown during the entire event. And I'm just trying to remember, or just trying to figure out what I did, because I was super locked in. So it's original, shuffle back, pop, add the Ash, and then normal summon Ash effect. If he negates, trigger the pop in my hand in order to go for Island effect to add the Garunix, and then I can go Kirin effect to pop my Flameberge, and then from there the game is basically over. So let's see what I did. Okay, it's original. Target pop, he negates right now. I'm like, okay, normal summon Ponyx, impermanence. If I was drawing a witch, if I was literally drawing a bonfire, this game would be over. Even a bonfire makes him scoop here. No, does it? I'm not sure actually. No, a bonfire does not. No, actually bonfire does. Because bonfire for Snake Ayash, normal summon Snake Ayash, and I get impermanence and then I crash and the game is over. So if I draw a bonfire, if I draw a wanted, if I draw a witch, this game is over on the spot. Obviously I draw fucking impermanence that doesn't do jack shit. I get impermanence here and there is not much I can do in this position. I have literally nothing left. He top decks impermanence for turn. And that's it. I just pass and I hope to survive. But like with the 3 continues, it's not very likely. And also he adds back the trap now. Like a Garunix would work. A Kirin, let me think if a Kirin works here. Kirin does not really work, but helps a lot. No, Kirin would be game on the spot actually, because I chain Kirin to impermanence. The fuck am I saying? If I draw a Kirin, the game is over. If I draw a Kirin, the game... literally any fighting works. Vulcanix wins because I can crash Ponyx. Kirin works because I dodge impermanence. Garunix works because I crash into Garunix. Like, literally any fighting works. Any Fire King card works here, and Bonfire works, Snake Ayash works, Oak also works, but I guess I would have started with Oak. Anyways. Literally half of my deck works and I draw fucking dog shit. Battle phase, attack. Attack. I mean, I just impermanence this, but the game is over. While you play 50, it's normal, some bad luck in drawing. Yeah, I get it. I'm not saying like but it's literally like more than half of my deck that works in this situation because he negated the original in my graveyard. Like he was supposed actually to lose this game. Now he was actually supposed to win this game if he was playing correctly anyways, right? Because he goes original, like he puts himself in the worst position to lose, right? Because if you negate original, Vulcanix rapes you, Kirin rapes you, right? If I go normal summon Snake Ayash, right, and you impermanence it, right? You just go, you let my original resolve, I add Snake Ayash, normal summon Snake Ayash, you impermanence Snake Ayash, I have to enter in battle, face crash the Snake Ayash, Ponyx effect, negate the Ponyx on the board, and the game is over. Like, literally, that game was over if he was playing correctly. Once I'll be right back, I need to pee. I don't think I played optimally against him. I'm not sure, actually. I think I played okay. I think the last one, I think the previous game, if it was not for Gamma, I was winning the game, but, like, shit happens. Like, I cannot, you know, I cannot control everything. Okay, so main phase 1, I start with Popular, because I have Kirin. He's also playing 40. So I go add Original, and then I go Linkuribo. And now it's Popular in the Spell and Trap Zone. I go Original in order to summon Snake Ayash. Snake Ayash add Ponix because I have Kirin that can pop later on. Now I go Ash Effect, summon the Flameberge. And then I go Imseti to pop to send the Popular in the graveyard because I have Kirin to pop the Flameberge to summon back the Ponix, which is basically like extra. I lose a body, but I gain 2 bodies from the Horus stuff, which is good. He goes Maxi, obviously. He goes fucking Maxi, obviously. I have to chain the Kirin in order to try to gain some value. Add Sarcophagus, draw into fucking Driver, obviously. Special summon Ponix, special summon Popular. Add Skyburn, stat 2 and pass. Or attempt to pass, I guess. He goes Kirin, I go chain Maxi, I'm not a bozo. Because he might have a second Kirin and a pop. Okay, so pop Kirin, Kirin effect, summon Vulcanix to pop obviously my Skyburn. He sniped the Skyburn, I draw Ponix, I use the Linkuribo. Linkuribo, I draws 1 card, Linkuribo and Ponix in order to summon SP. SP in order to banish is Kirin because it's gonna be super problematic the next turn to deal with. Then I go Sarcophagus effect, pitch the drive, send the Api, special summon Api, special summon the Imseti, use the 2 in order to summon Promethean. I'm still under Maxi, by the way, I'm still popping off. Summon the Flameberge back. And now Flameberge is gonna put Vulcanix in the Spell and Trap Zone. Why do I do that? Because Vulcanix is gonna add me the Garonix, and then I can pop off maybe later on. Or I can add another Kirin to pop my Kirin on the board. So, Flameberge effect. I hope he stays safe every day, brother. I really hope that you like spend your days like very carefully from now on. Second Maxi is dropping on me. Special summon Vulcanix. Ash Blossom. I mean, I guess like he had to wear him. Like he had a lot of cards in the end anyways. So he goes Wanted. Now, I have only 1 win con in this position, and it's hard to accomplish, okay? Here is the thing. I have only 1 win con in this position, and it's hard to accomplish. And it's keep this Abi on the board, because if he pops anything, I can add my Maxi back. Which effect, set original, activate original, original effect summon Snake Ayash adds Ponix, normal summon Ponix, Ponix adds Sanctuary, activate Sanctuary, Sanctuary Island, activate Wanted, Wanted put back original, original draws, and now it goes Snake Ayash for Flameberge, and now Flameberge effect on my Api. I let everything go because he has too many cards in hand. He has too many pushes, so I just negate the Flameberge on Api. Okay, then it goes Island, Island add Garonix, popular effect put back in the Spell and Trap Zone, link away the Ponix in order to go Linkuribo, go into Dark, Flameberge summons to back, Dark effect in order to summon back my SP. And now he links the 2 away for Promethean, Promethean effect in order to summon back the Flameberge. That was a last Alts, by the way. And now he goes to Raging Phoenix. And now he goes Zelantis. And now Zelantis effect. And it's very hard for him to kill me through this, by the way. Like, it's not game yet. I think it was a long time, that's why... Like, it's very hard to kill me through Kirin, Flameberge... and Api on the board. So anyways, he goes for a Zelantis line, and also I have Ponix in my hand. Then he goes Amphibious in order to have more attack on the board, which makes sense. He goes Zelantis to pop my stuff. I trigger the Ponyx. Ponyx effect in order to add Sanctuary. He draws obviously from Maxi. Attack with the Flameberge over my Ponyx. Links the 2 away because he realized that he cannot kill. So he just summons SP to banish my Flameberge. I chain Promethean. He chains SP to not let my Promethean resolve, which is correct. Now it's my turn. We survived. SP target my Kirin. That makes sense because Kirin is very dangerous and Ponyx is mandatory. It has to resolve. We activate Sanctuary. He goes cross out for Sanctuary, obviously, motherfucker. Activate Island, pop the Ponyx in order to add Garonix. Garonix effect. Garonix effect in order to pop the Kirin. Kirin effect in order to summon back the Ponyx. Popping the Island, which triggers and pops his entire board. I have to do it because he still has Princess, and if he summons the Princess, then if I pop the Island, he gains the Umbla Whale. I want him to force to summon the Garonix and to summon the Raging Phoenix. So he doesn't do anything, which means that he has a Kirin in hand. He doesn't do anything, which means that he has a Kirin in hand to trigger the Garonix. That he has Kirin in hand, that he has Garonix in hand as well. So he has Kirin, Garonix at this point. And I'm also getting him taggling, by the way. I can see the taggles. So normal summon Oak, summon Snake Ayash to summon Pop. Pop effect in order to add the Divine Temple. And now use the 2 to make a Charmer. Charmer target Flameberge. Use Ita and 2 bodies to summon Apollosa. The game is over here. Goes Kirin, negate the Kirin. Get fucked, bozo. He did not expect me to make Apollo there. My end is definitely amazing here. So anyways, April goes Nash, Ash, Popular effect, adds original. Goes Linkuribo here. I cannot do anything yet with this Kirin, it's too dangerous. I have to wait. I have to see a choke point. I don't see any choke point so far. Like original resolving, it doesn't matter if I pop the Ash if original is resolving anyways, because the focus is not the Snake Eye engine, the focus is the Fire King engine at the end of the day. So he goes Ponyx add the Sanctuary, activate Sanctuary, activate Island, Ash effect, sacked itself, and the Linkuribo to summon Oak. Oak summons back the Popular, and here we see a choke point. Honestly crazy. Summon Flameberge, link with the Flameberge in order to summon IP. Summons the 2 back with the Flameberge, and now you already know what's gonna happen. Because this Sanctuary is protecting the island from being popped by card effect. Stacking it with the Sanctuary means this island is a choke point, because island when it's popped, pop the entire board. So... 07 Island, I would say. Kirin effect, pop Vulcanix chain link 1, Garonix chain link 2. Summon the OG, effect Garonix, pop Kirin effect in order to summon the Vulcanix. Pop the Island. And I chain link 1 Island, chain link 2 Vulcanix. Pop the Garonix in order to add the Ponyx. And now chain link 1 Garonix in hand, chain link 2 Ponyx in my hand. Chain link 1 Garonix on the field, chain link 2 Ponyx on my field in order to add the Sanctuary. I already have Skyburn, and check this out. She decides to go for popping my Garonix because that makes sense, because my Garonix comes back, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Goes for an Ita line into Promethean. Promethean summons back the Flameberge to put back in the spell and trap zone my Kirin. But with just my Fire King, I can force everything, and then I can play with Wanted and Temple. So OG Garonix comes back, OG Garonix effect. I don't really care about using Skyburn yet. Now I can use it that there is nothing else on the board. Pop. What was that? Impermanence. Okay, Garonix effect, chain link 2, chain link 3, Ponyx and Oak. Oak summons back the Ash. Garonix effect, Chainlink 1, Ash Chainlink 2 adds Poplar, Garonix pops Arvata, Arvata summons back DOG, and now main phase 1. Exceeds summons into Eternity, Eternity to clear the entire board. That's a no-brainer right there. Triggered Garonix, Garonix effect cannot pop my Eternity, because if she pops my Eternity it floats. Kirin, so as you can see she don't pop my Eternity, because then would make literally no sense. Use the Garonix in order to pop my Kirin. Kirin effect, summons back Arvata, and now I'm also protected from entraps. Ghost Princess on my Arvata, I mean, I had to force it, but now there is my temple that summons the Ash. Summons back the Arvata, but I forgot, I think, about... No. Pops the Kirin, pop my island. It was just to force everything. Anyways, my entire Fire King engine baited their entire Fire King engine, so now that means I can play. Battle phase attack. I attack over the Arvata because I want to have a clear shot. I'm not trying to TK, I'm trying to win the grind at this point. I know I can win if I just play safe. Pop my Xyz effect, Chainlink 1, Ponix, Chainlink 2 summons back Arvata. Now I can check every entrap and my witch is gonna resolve. And from here the game is basically over. And that's why I went for it. Set original for Oak. Oak effect in order to summon the Ash. And Ash effect in order to add Poplar. Poplar effect in order to special summon itself. Then I link 2 away into Wolf. Poplar effect put itself back in the spell and trap zone. I go Oak into Flameberge. I link away the Ponix for Linkuribo. And I trigger Wolf to add back the Kirin in my hand. And from here it's very simple, because now all we have to do is literally a speech Chainlink 1. It's literally like just Flameberge Chainlink 1, SP Chainlink 2. And I banish the Garonix in her graveyard, so she does not have any more the grind game of the Fire King engine. And the original is in the graveyard with Oak and Ash in her graveyard, which means that her original does literally nothing, so I don't care about it. Yeah, what's up, April? So the original has no value in the graveyard. The original has no value in the graveyard. And if I out the Garonix, then she has no place. I played in main phase 2 to avoid to get Veilered or Ash Blossomed. And that's why I went for that line. Okay, Chain Valeria. Here I tower a little bit. I was like, maybe I will think about it a second. I mean, I don't have to rush in this position, right? If I Arvata, I'm gonna pop the Wolf. But I don't wanna really do that, because SP can just dodge the Veiler. So just literally what I'm gonna do. I don't wanna out my Wolf, because otherwise my link climb is very bad. And that's basically what I do. I just banish the SP, give her back the Promethean. I don't really give a fuck about the Promethean anyways. Summons back the Ash, summons back the Oak. Go for my Promethean now. Summons back the Flameberge. Link the Promethean away in order to summon Umblo Whale. And now Flameberge effect in order to put IP back in the spell and trap zone. Wanted effect, put back the original, draw one card and I draw into Maxi. SP comes back. I don't really care about this princess anyways. I take the IP in order to avoid weird stuff. It's not like she cannot use Witch because there is a Promethean. I am just doing it just for, you know, just to be safe for something, for some reason. Ponix, it's mandatory. I popped the Ponix. Which means that I can avoid the princess with my SP now. I go my Ponix, she chain Gamma. I think I'm like fine with this Gamma, it doesn't really care. I don't really care about the Gamma resolving. Normal summon Ponix and then effect Chain Link to Skyburn. Chain Link Uribo, that makes sense. I chain my Kirin in order to pop my Umblo. pop IP, doesn't matter. I go Amblo will effect, Garonix effect, and the game is over on the spot. And now it's only ranked duels, so the Duelist Cup games are over. I hope you guys appreciated my review on some of the games, not everything, because again, like, I was very locked in. If I remember to save some games, I did. But that's about it. See ya!